Howdy folks, Justin here, and I am really excited to be here today telling you this, that, if you haven't been on Reddit, um, we just got from Pete Hines an announcement that an announcement was coming sometime the week of March 6th, between then and PAX East, with information that we have all been waiting for a long time, depending on how long you've been playing this game. I started playing in May, so I am ready for this announcement. And the announcement goes like this. I'm gonna quote him as closely as I can. I wrote it down as he was saying it, and in a video clip that I watched. But he says, "Let me tell you, kids." I've been saying for a while, next week is the week. You want to know, like, when is it coming out for these platforms? When am I getting new cards? When are we getting new content? When's it coming out of beta? Next week, the week. You heard it right here. Don't miss it. Don't go anywhere. Don't make any plans. Next week, you're going to get all the info and then some. Things you didn't even know you should be asking about, we're going to tell you next week. So, this is the most exciting announcement I've heard since the announcement in my inbox in May, which said, you've been invited to the Elder Scrolls Legends closed beta. Um, this is it. This is the moment where hopefully the advertising starts. We get news about a first major expansion, which I think for some of us who have been playing for a while, we're definitely ready for. As you can see, like I'm playing like meme combo archer decks at this point on the ladder, so I'm definitely ready to build some new decks. Um, and mobile release is going to be huge too. I know a lot of people who really want to play on their cell phones and who can't do so right now want to play on their tablets and stuff. I'm kind of a luddite. I don't have a tablet, and I don't think I would want to play any kind of games on my cell phone. But I understand a lot of people do, so I get that. That's all coming soon. And so to kind of celebrate the announcement. Oh, hey Justin, are you recording? I am. Smiley face. Um, to celebrate the announcement, we and the fact that it was my birthday yesterday. I'm recording this on Sunday. My birthday is March 4th. We are going to open 21 packs of cards and see what we can get. These might be the last cards we open before release, which is kind of cool to think about, right? So that is where we're at. Let's hop on in to the pack opening now, see what we get to celebrate the imminent announcement of all the things we've all been waiting for as fans of this game. Really excited. Oh my god. Oh my god, I got my first, like, God pack. Won't bother you then, except if you want to record a match against Heroic or Birth Crusader. I'd love to later. Okay, so, I'm gonna go away, box. The first pack I opened to celebrate the incredible week we're about to have as Legends players is my first God pack. Wow. We finally did it, guys. And we got some good playable cards. I think Skoomer Racketeer is actually a playable card on the ladder. It just doesn't see any play. Hero of Anvil is a playable card in the right situation, the right meta. Mentor's Ring is kind of funny and playable. Breton Conjurer sees a lot of play. Burn and Pillage is a good card. And Thorn Hissmage is definitely playable. So this is exactly what I wanted to be doing going into this expansion. I've got the cards in my collection to build what I want to build when the new cards come out. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that works. Alright, we got 2 rares and an epic. This is going pretty well so far. There's a lot of different stuff that people could be doing. With a lot of stuff that Direwolf and Bethesda could be doing with future content, right? I mean, in the store. Actually, we'll go check this out real quick. We'll take a momentary pause. Blackroom Necromancer, Young Mammoth, they go well together. In the store, here we go. I have to remember how to get there. We have this grayed out stories. And it says no stories are available for purchase at this time. Please check back later. But this is actually what I am most hyped about. I love solo content. Been playing some Eternal lately, and I have no collection. I'm a free-to-play Eternal player. And I've just been plowing through their solo content to collect cards, and I've been having a blast doing it. But I think Elder Scrolls Legends is even more exciting with regards to that, because you have the Elder Scrolls universe to play in. So when hopefully we get some of these cool stories, where you have to build decks that wouldn't work on the ladder but would be great in certain situations. Get to play cards you wouldn't ordinarily play. Really excited about that. Also, first time I learned that button is there to open more packs. So let's keep going. Beyond that, just opening packs cards where every card, that first pack of cards from a new expansion is so exciting, right? Because, every single card in there is new to you. It's brand new to your collection. I think that's super exciting. Second, Firestorm. Maybe that's a sign I should be playing Firestorm. Not a terrible card, although second legendary. All right, we're doing it. And is that a that is a that is a premium Marak. Wow. By the way, shout out to whoever it was. I can't remember your name, unfortunately, right now. Whoever it was that asked me or explained to me that it's Marak and not Marak. Um, it's just like the word Skaven instead of Skaven. I say Skaven because that's part of the country I'm from. But that's pretty exciting. Manticora, Marak, Riverhold Escort. Even Riverhold Escort actually a card that I think in the right situation is really strong too. It's interesting because one of the things that I expect to have happen when new cards are released is a lot of cards that we aren't really playing right now but have playable stats and abilities but don't fit into the meta because, at this point, like, your deck has to be able to deal with a couple things in order to be successful. You have to be able to beat decks that curve into Supreme Atromancer, and you have to be able to beat decks that control the late game with Manticora, right? And in order to do that, like, you either run those decks or you run... and you could be the mage control deck running both. Or you have to run an aggro deck that can win before these things happen to you. It wouldn't take the introduction of much in the in an expansion to get to a point where, because that's no longer the situation, that that's not the milieu that we're dealing with, you're going to have the opportunity to play with cards that you wouldn't be playing with ordinarily. Like Thievery, it could be a great piece of a burn deck, which is kind of an archetype. Action Mage sort of did that, Action Assassin sort of did that, but we just don't see those decks anymore. Two Moons Contemplation is a card that could work in certain metas as well. Golden Saint, love that guy. Bog Lurcher, seen more Bog Lurcher on the ladder lately than I ever would have suspected. Yeah, Curse. I actually didn't know Curse was a rare, but Curse is an interesting card. Deshaun Avenger is a card that's fallen out of favor, but it's very playable. Brandis Courier is great. Ardon Paladin used to see a lot more play than it does now, and same with Abyssinian Navigator. These are cards whose power level is high enough to see play, but the meta isn't right for it. So I'm be excited to see that stuff. Swift Strike sees some play. It's always kind of hilarious when you play it, and kind of sad when it gets played against you. Imperial Might, not an unreasonable card. Got a Sparking Spider. The Dweemer are definitely something to watch out for too. It wouldn't take more than a handful of Dweemer cards to push that deck into Tier 1. Or not Tier 1 necessarily. Well, a handful of the right Dweemer cards that it could be Tier 1. But to be a reasonable ladder pick. There's already Crusader versions and Mage versions of that deck out there, that and Battle Mage versions, that do see play and are successful. Braver men than I play those decks. Snake Tooth Necklace. This one's for you, homie. Alright, our third legendary. We got Dawn's Wrath. We got a Swift Strike. Cool. Yeah, okay. See what else we got. Hackwing Feather. Hackwing makes less sense in my mind than Hawkwing. Haunting Spirit, great card. If you guys haven't seen it, I encourage you to check out on Reddit. There was a guy who, or a woman, I actually know, a person who posted a bunch of, homemade Morrowind-themed cards, including a Mirror of Haunting Spirit, and they look great. They have some cool abilities, so I encourage you to check that out on the Elder Scrolls Legends Reddit if you haven't seen that yet. Okay. We got U-Shield. U-Shield not bad. If the meta becomes tokens and you want to fight tokens, U-Shield seems pretty good against that. High Rock Summoner, another card that's kind of dropped off in play. Bunch of playable cards in here, though. Alright. Soul Split Premium version, Crown Quartermaster. Some really solid cards we're getting here. Elixir Conflict, not one of them, but the Apothecary that is played the yellow apothecary from the Madhouse collection that gives you a random elixir when you play it. I love getting that guy in Soul Arena, primarily actually because um, using all of those elixirs, those support cards, is required for some achievements that are kind of tricky to get otherwise. But I also really enjoy the fact that I think it's a high value card because you're getting sometimes 8 9 magicka worth of value when you play that guy. I think it can be really good. Okay, so those were the cards. Black Rose Herbalist, a card we all forgot existed. Um, I hope you're as excited as I am about this week. I'll be, recording content, videos about it. I know Charmer and I have talked about doing something together after the announcement comes out to, weigh in on it, see how we, see what we think of it. But I think this is a really, really cool time. This is what I've been, thinking about for the last 4 to 6 weeks or however long ago it was that we were told we were getting an announcement in 4 to 6 weeks. So we are almost there, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all on the ladder and hopefully see you all uh, on the forums and stuff as we talk about how great the future of the game looks here really soon. Thank you very much, and bye bye.